Sim Series, Cup Series, the Crying Towel. Next race for all the series. We'll go over some strategy. While we're in those series, we can talk about anything that's within those series, like Beeline Sim Series. I want to ask Snyder, since he's here tonight, how broadcasting has been for him and what his plans are for next season, and how this league's different than other leagues he's been in. Same thing for Luis. You guys, I got some special guest questions for you guys. And then I really think we should bring back the Kenner session there.
5 seconds of Kenner?
But I think it should be like a whole minute.
You think I could bitch that long?
We're going to get kicked out of YouTube.
Are you opposed?
I'm not opposed.
So, Kenner, think of something that you can bitch about for 1 minute. Because I watch your broadcast over, and God forbid I say this live, but I watch your broadcast over the actual Cup broadcast. Okay? So, I know you can come up with a minute of bitching.
Yeah, we'll come up with something. I'll have a little treat for you.
I don't watch the Cup broadcast.
Hey, this last one, I don't know what he did to the quality of his broadcast. It got a lot better. The videos and everything.
He tries.
But he has some weird angles that he points.
What's up, guys? James, Ed?
He changed
Puff,
the
puff,
camera
pass. That's what I'm talking about. I hope you guys didn't watch my last broadcast. I got fucking stoned as
moved that camera all the way back. Looks like the car is flying.
And tried to race.
It's bizarre. Looked like a 90s video game where the car is
not
stopped
good at all.
and the background moves.
Right now, we're going to do... I got some screen capture going, and I think it is working. I'm going to look here.
That one is amazing. It shakes with the car and moves with it.
Shut up, Baggets! I'm fucking talking to the guys in my stream, you fuck bags.
Can we have a session of
Look at these
where
fags.
in the world is Nick Olson?
All right, who gives a fuck where Nick Olson
maybe
is?
Include this picture.
Okay.
Because he's been posting some exotic
I think we're good,
pictures.
actually, guys.
He's following Jimmy.
What I'm going to do is, oh my God,
don't know
these
where he's been. It looks like
disruptive
he's been traveling the fucking
motherfucking
world
little
here.
brat
Here's
fucking
pictures.
limp dick fags. Okay.
Know that he was.
What I need to do is I need to minimize out of this, and I need to go to
Where's Nick? Where's
the
Nick?
ECR Hub so you guys can see what I'm seeing.
It's
so
more
it's
like
in
a
Discord
Where's
here.
Nick?
Click on
Where's
this.
Nick?
Shut up, you fags.
Yeah, you got it down more.
Okay. I think this is where we need to
Some
be.
blue ass water, man.
Now, hopefully, this shit,
I say the Caribbean.
I might need to turn it down. I don't know. We'll see when it starts.
Well, it is 9:05. Y'all ready?
We're late.
Ass. Fuck you, Ed Adams.
So,
High five the
Josh
crew in the
Eads is
booth,
gonna
yeah.
kick us off, so.
All right, yep. Actually, looking at my
he's
stream
ready.
right now, I'm looking at it on my laptop, and it looks like we are going to be good to get.
The last show was an hour and a half. We are not trying to go an hour and a half.
How about you shut the fuck up,
Try to stick to an hour. But we had a lot of fun in the last show, so it happens.
Yeah, that's what I'm laughing about, James.
That thought was pretty cool.
But okay, I got it. I got the screen capture. Yeah, we're gonna be good to go. Fuck yeah. Okay, we've been meaning to do this show for a while. And
have you seen the Toronto press conference?
Due to
Luis?
some other... Oh, my God. Shut the fuck up about Toronto press conference bullshit. Trying to talk to the guys in my stream. I've been trying to do this for a while.
Luis, your analysis of the fight was the best I've heard on TV or otherwise. I think it was a great breakdown.
I need somebody find out where these guys live.
I try.
I need to go fatten everybody's lip up right now. But,
when Luis gets talking
been trying
about
to do
fighting
this.
Or football, man, some good conversations occur.
I am drinking some vodka. And
so, we're both Cowboys fans,
by the way,
so those can be good.
Delicious. Been trying to get going on this.
After that thing,
these guys have done a couple episodes already.
Without anything to talk about.
This is the first one I've been able to make.
I don't know where that came from, man.
Bitch. You better be watching those movies. James,
as soon as I DNF'd,
motherfucker,
I just pulled it over. I took a
that
couple
better
shots
not be a threat, Biatch.
That explains.
Maybe it is though.
I don't
I'll be watching.
compare anything. It
James
just happens like
Paschal.
magic.
Is that your name on iRacing?
But
Probably not.
a real
Probably
serious
got some
question,
name
man.
like Ed
Ezekiel
James, Ed
Elliott this
Adams.
season, man. You think he's
Probably.
going to face a suspension?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
You do, huh?
Yeah.
Like 4 games.
That's why I haven't been streaming for like a fucking week. Yeah, dude.
They want to suspend.
Some real life
They're
shit
gonna
got in the way.
poke
If I start
poke
making
until
money
they
on this
find
shit, I'd be able to
something,
stream more often,
some
but that ain't
reason,
happening right now.
Unless
Motherfucker!
if they cannot get anything
Listen to these
conclusive,
fags. I'm done with this.
they're gonna suspend.
Hey, how
for
come no
something.
likes and no
I don't know
dislikes and
what
no
the hell is
fucking
driving this,
reports?
but there's
Report my
some-
fucking ass
the
to
media.
somebody.
There's
Apparently it
something
can.
pushing
Some fag tried
to
to.
get the Cowboys out of rails.
I am going to try to text
because
O'Connor
they're
and tell
going
him to get
after
the fuck
Zeke
on
for
here,
this
too.
thing that there's
Fucking
no
queer.
report. There's no. He hasn't been.
Would you guys shut the
charged. He
fuck
hasn't
up? We
do-
need to start the
nothing.
show.
And they're going after. All of a sudden
O'Connor
comes
says
out
start
that
paying
both
me
him
better and I won't need to
and
work.
Prescott. The thing with
I'm thinking the same thing. You
The signing
faggot.
autograph.
It's at the
They're
same
attacking him, man. They're hating.
I'm
at the
live.
same time
Dickweed.
before
what I'll
training camp.
text
They're
him.
going after the 2 guys, like at the same time.
That was last year shit. I don't understand why they carry it over,
Listen
man.
to
Look,
these
you didn't
fucking
find
queers.
nothing last year. You didn't
I'm
do
done.
nothing last year. It's 2017. It's a new
someone-
year. Move on.
Because someone is behind. Someone's pushing for this thing to be.
It ain't, that's my name. It ain't something gay like
something,
Josh shit.
When do we want to do this Kenner time?
You got that
Whenever
right, James.
you say. It's
Did he just say
Yeah.
Kenner?
All right, Kenner, are you ready?
Make it a surprise.
What the fuck?
Kenner, have you came
Already?
up with
No, you
anything
got to wait
yet,
till
or
the
is
end
it
of the
just-
fucking episode.
Well, I'm just saying, man. Do you have anything, or have you prepared for it?
Let's
Or
wait-
ready to go,
let's
or
do it
is
at the end of the
put it
episode.
on you?
Needs to be on the fly. He needs to be, whenever it's on the fly, it will get natural. He doesn't think about it. It just
Yeah,
comes
it can't.
out.
Yeah, it can't be scripted. Let's do it
I
at the
think
end of the
you should
episode.
complain about these bitch ass niggas that are coming up with the fucking cup thick setups, dude. I think you should bitch them out like crazy.
Oh, I can't do that because that's my buddy.
Plus, give him time to get through the show, and then by then something might have
Pascal,
really
you
pissed him off
fuckstick.
during the show. and
Oh,
he'll have
okay.
something really
Sorry,
good.
Pascal. It
Your
ain't spelled
buddies
Pascal.
party.
Hey, no. Don't complain about
Bag.
the cup setup.
It's horrible.
No,
I
it's
can't not complain. That shit is so tight, man.
Well, we're going to go into the same conversation. They were built
about to
for
complain. They want me to
tank
do
of
this little
18
segment.
gallons.
It
We're
doesn't
running.
matter.
As soon as they're
Of
done
course
being a
it
bunch
matters.
of fags.
When you go and do an official race, it's still fucking tight.
This is gonna be
But it's not as tight.
There's another. Hold
I
on.
gotta
There's
see
another
if,
subject.
actually,
Mark
let
it
me
down,
close this
cup
out,
setups.
guys, and then you'll be able to see the
This is
amazing.
I like arguing. We gotta argue. That's
YouTube
it, yeah.
itself.
And
You
at
just made the list.
Because this is supposed to be
made the
live. Let
setup
me go.
for
Let me try
standard
it.
weather with
Let me try
18
something.
gallons.
Hang on,
We were
guys.
running
Let me try
14
something.
gallons.
Ooh, I
They
hope you
already
didn't see
tied
him
the
pouring.
shit up with an overcast condition. Of course, the thing's gonna be tight.
Oh,
Well,
let's see.
fuck them.
Oh, this is a good video. You guys get a chance to watch
We're
this.
about to start, boys.
I know you got my lighter. Go back and watch this shit. This is fucking funny as fuck. Me fucking with my wife.
Everybody.
There's
was
some other
in
stuff
love
in
with
the playlist
Sonoma one, the
of me
Challenger
fucking with
did.
my family.
So,
Check some of them
No one
out.
was complaining.
I don't know why my wife ain't divorced me yet. But let's see if we can find this stream right now.
Simon Jessica needs sponsorship. Somebody tell Pornhub.
Let's see. ECR Race Hub. Right here we go.
Going.
Let's go in here. Then we'll be able to see chat and shit. Okay. 6 watching.
You
Look at that
guys
shit.
are
How
muted
many,
so we can talk.
how many do I got watching? I got 5 watching, so fuck Dub. Right?
Nice music.
Oh, what a fag. Listen to this music.
I got another one I'm
Okay.
going to end the show with.
Pascal is the correct
I
produ-
like big
Pascal.
butts, I cannot
Okay.
lie.
I want exactly hash through a skull.
Yes!
Knock on wood. All right, James, I got this funny feeling that you just keep fucking with me, and I'm fucking tired of it. You got your C license, huh? I'll be looking for your faggot ass.
Notice the TVMA. Yeah.
What's up, Richard?
Uh-huh.
Everybody
That's
say
just
hi to
the
Richard from the UK. Richard is a good buddy.
Hey
He's
guys,
been
I can
following
be
for quite a
in
while.
the chat for like fan questions.
Shut up, faggot! I'm trying to introduce Richard here.
We don't have fans.
I wonder, yeah, like
Fucking queers.
who the hell's gonna be live watching?
I don't know.
So these guys want me to do a segment
6
called
of those guys are us.
1 minute of
Hey, there's
Kenner.
2 that aren't us.
For those of
so-
you who just tuning in, let me take another sip of my
I think
vodka and
I think
squirt.
it's about the end.
But that's delicious. But we're gonna come up with something to bitch about. They want me to bitch about something. We'll figure something out. Maybe it'll be O'Connor. Maybe it'll be Richard and James Pascal. Make sure I pronounce that right, because he's kind of a dick if I don't. Actually, James is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank
Where
you
the
for
fuck
tuning in on this week's episode of ECR Race Hub.
Listen to Sheets trying
This
to be a
is
pro.
Joshua Sheets,
What
and
a
here are your
fag.
hosts, Michael Kenner, Todd Gilly, and Anthony Thitchner.
What up?
In the house.
What's going on?
All right, guys.
Yeah,
what
O'Connor is too
on the
nice to talk
tune
shit
this
to.
week?
So I'm next. You fag. All right, I got to turn that down. Okay, here we go. I got to make sure I pay attention.
This is where we start
Hit
talking.
that button.
Hello, lights, microphone.
I was waiting for Anthony to
Here we go.
Well,
This is
I was
behind the
gonna,
scenes,
and then
guys.
Lisa Massa
This is
lost
the
me
shit
on
that
this
happens
picture
behind the
he
scenes.
posted here in the
Fuck
chat.
with O'Connor as
I
much
was
as you want.
totally, like,
You'll have no complaints from me. You got that right,
Totally
Richard.
uncensored here.
I was Ric Flaired there for a second. Am I bringing us into our first subject? Is
Yeah,
that
you are,
what's going on here?
faggot.
You just
Do it.
Put it on me.
Yes, sir.
Put it on you. I'm going to
Host,
fucking
sir.
put my nuts on your chin is what I'm going to do.
Look, the first thing we want to talk about is our console series, man, because a lot of them guys get left out. And we do have a console series here in ECR. The
Fuck the
ECR console
series.
has been going for the longest time. We came
9
from
watching. What
and,
the fuck? How many do I got?
We
I
wanted
got
to take a
6.
second and
Come on,
maybe
guys.
everybody could hit up the website.
Hit your friends.
ECRleague.com.
Share the shit.
You click
Let's
on
get more than the
console
fucking
series.
hub itself.
You know,
They
you
got
see the
10.
points and
I got
everything.
6.
We want
Come
to
on.
talk about that
Come
for
on.
a second because we didn't want to leave these guys out. They are a part of the
Listen
league.
to this, fag.
And
Actually, no, we don't want to leave
Hey,
out
we're
the
one
console
big league, man.
series.
We got console, dirt, truck, beat car, cup cars. So I want to go through them all. I do want to say, Penske
First C-Class
is
fixed race?
bringing it.
James?
They are
Yeah,
bringing
good luck,
the heat
bro.
this year. As
Make
far
sure you
as
come
console
back in if
series
it
goes.
finishes
You guys
before
know
we're
that
done.
Those are pretty much the same
Let
teams
us know how you did,
NASCAR.
all right, bub?
You can't run your own custom
Let us know how you did.
teams on there, so you're pretty much
Good luck,
running,
man.
you know, what
Just wreck
NASCAR
motherfuckers.
brings
That's
you
all you
on
gotta
the
do.
game. They're
No,
running
don't do that.
NASCAR Heat Evolution. And in the
All right, I
new
gotta make
season,
sure I
they're
pay
going to be
attention to
doing
these guys,
NASCAR
too.
Heat Evolution 2. And I really got to say, man, that one looks pretty interesting. They're going to bring up
My nuts
all the
on your
series.
chin would be
They're going to
pretty
have
interesting,
trucks,
so shut the fuck up.
Xfinity Series, and the Cup Series for console. So it is something that is in question if we're going to do that or not for console. But definitely some big things happening for console. And I will say, Corey,
8 minutes behind.
21-14
What the fuck,
has
Ed?
the points lead by about 30.
Come on, Ed. Get with the
points.
program.
He's got 4 wins so far, doing a heck of a job.
Man, this vodka
You know, he's
fucking
pretty much got it
squirted
going on. The top
these
3 in points are the only guys who haven't missed a race. And when you look at the difference in points, these guys, man, they've been bringing it. They just raced Kentucky. Out front racing, sitting in second. Trans Am Blue sitting in third, and I believe Trans Am is on Penske as well. So Penske's currently first and third. And these guys, and like you see, all the different winners that they have here. There's 7 different winners
Who gives
in
a fuck?
18 races. So just like in iRacing, they have a bunch of different winners going on. Have any of you guys checked out the console version of NASCAR?
I have not.
I have not, but I don't even own a console.
Just staying relevant here, Anthony. What console are we talking about here when you speak of console?
Well, console's console. I just want to know if you guys have played the console version of NASCAR Heat Evolution.
I in fact have. I don't like the game much, but I don't know. I just haven't found the right league. But ECR, you know, is the league that you want to join. If
Yeah,
you're
spoken
gonna
like a
join
true faggot.
Well, I haven't played a NASCAR console game
But you played with my nuts.
or since 15, and them guys left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, I bet they
Yeah,
did.
that's what she said.
Yeah,
too,
Jism
man.
don't
I
ever
mean,
taste
you know,
good.
Oh, wait. Look,
Wrong show. Wrong show.
Yeah, he's working
Time
tonight,
out.
Richard.
Kick him out.
He's
so
working
we're
tonight,
18
but I texted
races
him.
in console right
Let's
now,
see what he-
man. And
let's-
I'm going to tell
let's
you,
see
we
if he
got
gets in
25
there.
guys in the
Faggot.
points. There's a lot of
fucking catching
going
a
on
buzz.
here in console. And they're still looking to
racing
keep things
against
going,
Stone.
man. I got
The other night
Corey's
was
actually
bad.
running the show over there, and he's actually been able to hold the points lead. And there's a lot of
I gotta put
competition
my
over there.
two
Even got a guy,
my
Moapa
2
Mike, who
cents
joined
in.
and has 5 wins. He has 5 wins in 12 starts, so he's almost won half of his starts since he's been in the series. So shout out to Moapa Mike. Keep doing your thing, man. All you guys over there in console. We're a bunch of iRacing guys, so there's not much that we can really say because once you go iRacing, you don't go back. It's really hard to go back to
Got that
console.
right.
Looks like we got somebody in chat saying thank you for the console shout out. Rowdy Nation. Oh, we know who that is. Never mind. Oh, Mr. Corey Chaffin.
I gotta put my 2 chaffing. He's chafing
All
my
right,
nuts.
guys. Well, console series segment is up. Now let's move on. How about let's talk about the truck series. Now, we've had some awesome races here lately in the truck series. Can somebody say strategy?
Well, you guys know strategy. Sheets and Christian Snyder, you guys have moved up the most positions out of anybody. Sheets, you moved
See,
up 6 positions in that last
I'm kind
race,
of
man.
fucked
You just
on
been
this
on a
episode
tear.
because I
think you've
missed
been
all
kind
the
of holding it
races
back.
this
You may have
week.
found your magic wand or
I'm
something.
kinda
But Christian
fucked on this
Snyder,
one,
he
but
moved up 3 positions. He's sitting in 3rd
I'll do what I
points.
can.
Jason
Keep up
O'Connor
with these
still holds
fags.
on to the lead. So I guess you and Christian, man, talk about what you guys have learned this season in that truck series.
What the fuck? No, I'm not restarting. What the fuck?
You want to take it
junk?
first, Josh? You want me to?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'm Mr. Runner Up, so
Yeah, I'll let you take the lead on this one.
Well, what I've learned this year rolls over from the past
Stephen Massey puts his
1.5
2 cents in.
seasons with
What
ECR.
a
A lot of
fag.
mistakes, a lot of trials, and a lot of learning. And one thing I've learned, you have to finish the race to be capable of winning
Look at
a
that.
race.
O'Connor
So
leading the points.
I've tried to
You
keep
guys
my
see
nose
that?
clean, not being as aggressive, not overdriving as I normally do, and somehow some way it has paid off
With 0 wins, but 4 top
tremendously.
5s.
If
8
you would
top
have told
10s.
me last
Those are some
season
good
I was going
stats.
to finish runner up on a strategy
311
race,
points.
and when it came down to who got
0 bonus
fuel
points,
only and who
but
got 2 tires only, I'd be like, yeah,
very
you
few
crazy
incidents
too.
of 31.
What do you think there, Christian?
You know, he's doing good.
Yeah,
O'Connor is.
I agree.
Scott
The
Hunsinger,
main
he can
thing
fucking
is keeping
suck
the
it.
truck in one
So can
piece. And
Snyder and
I
Harris.
struggled with that in the beginning of the season. I mean, I DNF'd like I think 4
excuse
times
me,
in the
guys, this
first
fucking
7
vodka,
races,
oh,
or something
fuck
like
yeah.
that, and I decided I need to start up front.
Fuck yeah,
I need to
Richard.
keep
That's
the
what I'm
truck in
saying.
one
Fuck
piece,
yeah, O'Connor.
and I
Faggot.
got faster at certain tracks, and then when strategy came to play at Dover, I just decided to turn off the truck. Literally, I turned off the engine, and not that many people were able to do that. They don't have the I button set up. Or
How about turning
whatever
off
they
your
have
fucking lips,
set up for
faggot?
turning the
So I
engine
can put a
off,
word
so I
in
was able to take
edgewise.
advantage of
Fuck.
that and get my first win, and I was truly excited for that. And unfortunately, wasn't able to do my donuts, as Scotty Brown made very clear in his broadcast of that race.
They better not be waiting for me to say
Did you know
something.
you were going to make it? Did you think? Were you confident you were going to make it, or were you not sure?
Oh, there was sweat pouring off me. I was not sure at all. I was thinking I was going to run out with 1 to go and lose the race.
Sweat pouring off of him. It
It
wasn't
held
from
off
fucking
until
racing.
turn 4, and
It was from being a
I
faggot.
got my first
He had like
win.
3 other dudes in his fucking apartment, I'll bet you.
It
Just
came at
fucking
a special
ass-pounding
place
him.
for me.
What a
I was
fag.
glad to get it at Dover. But yeah, I didn't know what was going to happen. I just decided to start saying
Adams,
it. I
you
thought everyone else
fuckstick.
would too, but
You're in
people
my
just kept blowing
fucking...
by me,
Well, you
and
might
I
have
was
left
like,
mine by
okay,
now.
well, maybe I got a
Now
shot.
you got to come in here and talk
I think
shit.
it was it George Price who ran out of gas on the lap prior to you? Whoever
What a
was second
fag.
at the time.
Yeah, that was George Price, and the difference maker, I think, was he wasn't shutting off the engine,
What
so
a
he was just
fag.
clutching it. And there's still RPMs when you just clutch it, just not that many, but that's still taking up some gas. So Me turning off the
Yeah,
engine
how about you take it
that
up the
extra
ass
half a lap
here in a
got me the
minute?
win.
If you don't shut the
coming
fuck
back
up.
to
How's
Kentucky
that
here, we're seeing on the screen that was 4 to go, and George Price, we were speaking of, he went down pit road knowing that he probably was not going to make it on gas, and we have Christian Snyder up here in front, just had
Give my
enough
joint
gas
back,
to
he
do
says.
burnouts for the finish.
Oh, fuck no,
And
that shit was
a lot
delicious
of
when I
people,
got stoned.
especially in the broadcast booth, Anthony was in the broadcast booth, they thought I may have had a shot with them with those 2 tires. I reeled you in for about 5 seconds possibly, and when it got to like 3 seconds, I was like, I ran my right sides half.
Yep. Yeah, you ran too hard, man.
Ran
You
too
had
hard.
a chance, Cheese. You had a chance. Hey, it was your best finish ever, but you had a chance. And I will say, a phenomenal job for all those guys in the Truck Series.
Listen
You guys
to
had
these
no
fucking
yellows.
queers.
No yellows, man. They went the whole race, 95 laps, green flag racing. I mean, what's better than that? I'm sure Pit Stop Designs is really happy about that. That's our sponsor for the Truck Series. And them guys, man, they do paint schemes for everybody. And, when Truck Series has a good race, it reflects good on them guys as well. So you guys did an awesome job.
didn't
I
get a
enjoy
chance to
being up in the
smoke before
booth.
this
I know
fucker started.
Luis enjoys being up in the
I
booth.
think I need to
Christian,
make another fucking
Scotty
drink, too.
Brown. We got in the Cup Series, Jeff Scott, and we got a lot of broadcasting going on, man. And that's the thing about iRacing is it's a group effort. You can't do this thing by yourself. It takes multiple people. It takes a family, man. You gotta be able to stick through it. It's a long season, and you guys did an awesome job. I'm so proud of that Kentucky race. Going back and watching it, man. You guys did a hell of a job.
Yeah, let's not forget Todd Gilly, who's always
Fuck Todd
always there
Gilly.
to lend a hand, and he is here tonight as a co-host, and we'd like to take this time and say thank you for stepping in and stepping up when because we always need extra eyes in the broadcast booth, and it always helps to have someone there to point out either cautions or someone else pitting as you're making strategies. So thank you, sir.
Oh, I love doing
What a
it, man.
queer.
It is a ball. I have a lot of fun doing it.
Whatever, Gilly. You fucking
All right, now, as we see on the screen here, your winner was
Shit.
Christian Schneider at the Kentucky. Makes 2 in
Do
a
that
row now for him, so he is on a row. Somebody better give this boy some butter. All right. All right, we looked at the Truck Series. Now, Beeline Sim Series, presented by Beeline Sim Products. Another race. These guys were not at Kentucky. They were at New Hampshire.
Fuck Christian
So,
Snyder,
What
too.
can we say about
What
the
a fag.
Beeline Sim Series race at New Hampshire?
Excitement. I mean, that finish was.
You're showing
one of the
Christian
most
Snyder
exciting
from the
finishes
Truck
of the
Series,
season so far. There
douchebag.
was so much battling going
Show
up
the
on
Beeline
the
fucking
front,
series. Here we go.
part
There
of the
you go.
field. I
Good
mean,
girl.
the top 6 were all within a second of each other. They were beating and banging on each other, but not wrecking each other. It was just incredible. I mean, me and Anthony had the pleasure of being up in the broadcast booth for that one, and it was just fantastic up there.
Jeez, I did 2 broadcasts last week.
You drunk
Yeah,
bastard.
he may
What
not
do you think?
remember when he was up there with me, but he was up there, and it was fantastic.
I love broadcasting with these guys, man. It's always fun. You guys make it easy though, because you put on a hell of a show. So it's always fun sitting back watching you guys race. And sometimes I have more fun sitting back watching you guys race than actually being out on the track, man.
Oh, excuse me,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Holy
Well,
fuck.
let's talk about the setup here at the New Hampshire in the B car. Was it tight, loose? Somebody fill us in. What happened?
I thought it was tight. I thought it was a tight race car.
Real tight. I guess that explains why
Fuck.
everybody wanted to run
Yeah.
on the 3rd and 4th lane.
I thought it was extremely tight. I had spent a lot of time in practice because my driver didn't show up, and so I was subbing in for him. And I spent a lot of time in practice just trying to get it, and I think I was like top 3 fastest in practice.
Stephen Massey
But when it
says
came
Ford
down to
power.
race time, I
Good
said, you know what, I'm
girl.
just going to start and park and go join
I like
the
to
booth.
see that.
It felt like the booth would have
Fuck
been more
yeah,
fun.
Ford power,
The setup
baby.
was just, in my opinion, horrible.
4 watching mine, 10 watching theirs. Come on, guys.
It was just the weather.
Get your buddies in here.
Along
What
with the weather and the
fuck?
setup and the fuel, it was a bad
That's
combo.
bullshit.
And I think that it just made it really tight, and you really couldn't rotate the truck, or the car. Sorry. it was horrible, man. I mean, I'm used to racing in the Cup Series. Cup Series is my championship, and I felt like this car was much more
That ain't
tight.
your
So I
championship,
was like, man, I'm not even
motherfucker.
going to race. These guys can have at
It's
it.
not
And I
your
sat back and
championship.
watched them. I don't know how you guys felt.
No, the setup was definitely tighter than everybody expected.
And here we
It
go. This is the
was actually
Brazilian
tighter
redneck, Luis
under a
Salmazo.
clear condition
I'll tell you what, I like this
than
fucking
it
guy,
was-
Luis.
than the Cup
He's a good shit.
setup, but we're going to get into the
He's
Cup
a fucking
setup,
Brazilian drunk,
later on.
but
And
he's a
we
good
race
shit.
Cup with overcast conditions, so that technically make the setup
As
tighter.
far as
but it
what's
was
the word I'm looking for?
It was not a difficult
Talking
car
on
to
the
drive
mic
at
and
all.
doing
The only
interviews
problem is
and
you need to wait until the
that
car will
professionalism
point into the right direction so you can get on the gas. Otherwise, you're going to be
type of
going
talk
straight up
that a
against the
person would
wall.
look for in a
some reason, there was
professional
no rotation. I think because
you
of
know,
the fuel.
broadcast
So
or
if we had
interview
full
or whatever
fuel,
else.
probably the
Luis
scenario would be
Salmazo
different.
is the fucking man. He is.
But it was. You guys enjoyed the.
But
the
he is a
thing.
Brazilian.
It was
fucking
not
drunk.
fun being on the track. It was not.
So
running
Richard
with
said
that
Luis
thing. When you
is the
can
best.
move the car around,
he
you can
is.
actually
He
go
is. He's
side
still
by
a Brazilian
side
drunk.
when you're being able to drive two different lines, or even being able to attack a turn or a track normally. That is one thing. We had guys on two tires in the front of the pack, swerving all over the place, not keeping
Just
the
listen
same
to him.
line. So
See?
one turn they were on the
That's that
outside, the other turn they were on the
professionalism
inside,
that I
and
don't
they were
fucking
moving
got.
constantly,
I
trying to
don't
keep
do
the
good
car
when I'm
from
getting
without
interviewed
wrecking.
at all.
So you would try to pass guys, you get hit on the back because guys coming behind, they just didn't understand what you were trying to do. They were trying to take advantage out of everything.
So
And
Stephen
you have a
Massey
guy,
says the BK
in
BK
front,
line came in. You
trying
gotta be
everything that
big
he can to
knuckles.
stay in front because
BK,
that
big
was his
knuckles
strategy.
in your fucking
So it
mouth.
puts you in one of those
Massey,
positions.
if you don't stay off the
If
fucking
you
chat.
are aggressive and you touch him, you get an EOL, which, like, why? And then you try to pass
I
him
don't have big
cleanly.
knuckles. I'm just fucking
He
saying.
pinched you down. He goes all over the place. You can because
Listen
of
to
the setup,
Luis. Listen
and
to
then
this.
you
How do
lose
you
two
follow
or
that
three
shit up?
positions. So it was not
And they
fun.
want me to
it was
do
not
this little
fun at all.
segment at the end
Being
of the
up
show.
front.
Yeah, Anthony, you are hitting the nail
1
right
minute
on the
of
head
dinner.
as we
I'm
are
gonna fucking
talking.
bitch about something. Give me something to bitch
Race's
about.
replay is showing up on the
Guys-
screen, and Trevor Ruppolo is
guys
having
watching
a
the
hard
stream, give me
time
something to
getting in
fucking bitch
front
about.
because once you're
Give me something to
in
raise hell
first
about.
place, you're able to
'Cause I'm
block
allowed
the
to let it
second
just
place
fucking hang
driver
out.
from the fastest lane, and he has the option to go underneath you and possibly lose 2 or 3 positions, or he has to stay in line or move him out of the way, and that's what we're seeing on the screen right now. He's giving him the bumper pretty hard.
Yeah, it was hard to pass there. The tightness, you pretty much wanted to be on the outside. You knew that your car was so tight that you could actually hold somebody down on the inside, and they would have to let off. They would have to let off and give up that position to you because otherwise they would get into you. And when everybody here, for the most part, respects each other, have a lot of respectful racing.
Yeah, I know my
but when we look
vocabulary
back, I mean,
consists
Trevor
of curse
Roppolo
words.
led
Thanks, Richard.
84 of those laps. He dominated. I mean, come on. It was 100.
But I'm allowed to say
race.
curse
He
words
led
in here when they give
84
me
of those laps.
my little 1
I mean,
minute.
we had 15 different lead changes, so 15 different drivers led laps. The next guy led 14. So Trevor Roppolo led 84. Stephen Massey led 14. Everybody else led those laps, or actually, I'm sorry, Ed Adams led 19. He was the second.
Fuck Ed Adams. He's been in here
so
fucking with
had
me on my
15
stream.
different drivers leading
Fuck Ed
that
Adams.
race.
I don't want to
A
hear that
lot
name
of
come
different
up again.
strategy
Actually,
going on there. 9 cautions.
Miami to
9
fucking
cautions in
remind him of
150
that.
laps. So they had a lot more cautions than the truck series saw. But hey, it happens. The field was a little
Jonathan
bit bigger, I
Booger
think, with the beat
back there
cars. I mean, they
fifth. Look
did
at
have 33 drivers.
Jonathan
so
Booger.
it happens, man. But
Little
Trevor
faggot.
Roppolo pretty much stole the show with
Ken
84
Worley.
laps
For
led.
all
He
you
had
Ken
the
Worley
fastest
fans.
time.
Oh, Susie, Saucy,
hands down. I mean, he won that
however you
thing in
want to
his
say it.
Ford.
Salmazo back here rounding out the top 10.
And as we look at the point series, and we see there's a dramatic change in the point series, we see Brad Bower passing Rob Haynes for the
Fuck
points
Brad
lead.
Boer. I'll
And
bore
we
a fucking
look
hole
down,
in
we
his
see
fucking ass.
Jeremy Morrison and Jonathan
I'll
Boger
stomp a mud hole in
moving
his
up
ass
a
and then
position in
stomp
the
it
points,
dry.
and we see
Is what I'll
James
fucking
Lehman
do.
moving up 3
That little
spots into
faggot.
11th, knocking on the chase door, which the bubble is being held
Oh God,
by our
I'm
very
sorry,
own
guys. I keep fucking
Luis
burping.
Salmazo.
I have a question about this. How can James Lehman gain 3 positions if he was not on the track?
Because he
James
sucks dick
Lehman
real good,
was
apparently.
not on the track.
Apparently, he sucks some fucking
That
good
is
dick.
a great
Interesting.
question.
That is interesting.
Just
What
pointing
is
it.
James Lehman
Maybe
doing
is the
behind the
B-Car
scenes?
series. Here's a question now. It says 16 races, so let me make sure B-Car points are up to date here.
That's
I'll
what
be
I wanna
right back
know.
with you.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick
Just saying.
look
Like,
at that. So I am
Yeah,
going
it
to
is up to
take it
date.
off of that screen.
No, that's 16. No, it's
That's
not up to
16.
date. That's 16 races. New Hampshire was the 17th race. Didn't they run New
Okay.
Hampshire? Yeah, those points are after Daytona. So actually, Scott did not update the B car points, but he did update the truck
Ooh.
points. And he updated the
All
cup
right.
points. The cup points are updated as well as I see it. So the only points that
Hmm.
are not updated so
These guys
far are
ain't
the
got their
B
shit
car
together.
points.
Well, forget everything I
For
just said.
fuck's sake.
Let's just move on.
Let's do that.
What a bunch of
As we see,
geriatric
the winner
fuckheads.
of the
Got their
Beeline
shit
Sim
together.
Series race was Trevor Ruppolo, dominating fashion. He was the class of the field. Good, congrats to him. This was like win number 2, or is it win number 3 for this guy? Let me look that up real quick.
2. You won Iowa.
2. He won Iowa. Awesome. Mr. Luis Almaso, ladies and gentlemen. All right,
Yeah,
guys.
I remember
Time
well.
for the.
You know what I remember well is trying to get an interview with Luis, and he was Marshawn lynching us last.
I do remember that as well.
Gosh.
Remember that? You remember
I
that,
do.
Christian? Trying to get Luis to have a conversation, and he just was like, "Fuck you guys."
Oh, I was polite enough to say,
He
"Hey,
was, yeah.
no, you're not gonna get any."
Of a race, man. I mean, what do we have? 2 cars on the lead lap. Him and Steven.
Yeah, him and Stephen Massey, and Stephen Massey probably don't want to talk about it.
No, I mean, I love seeing guys coming in there and kicking butt like that. It makes
I'm back,
me better
guys.
as a driver
I
trying
don't know
to
if
chase
it
him
fucking
down.
worked or not.
It's very
Fucking
impressive what he was able to
power
do
went
his
out for a
first
minute.
week with the league and what all the rookies are doing. But if I must say, I am rooting for a veteran this year to win the Cup championship.
Shut up.
Hey, Steven.
As we all are.
I got a quick question for you. I know you took a break a little bit from iRacing, and you were a console driver, and now you come up to iRacing mid-season. Were you expecting this much competition, to say the least, whenever you came back?
I actually raced iRacing the last 2 or 3 years, but I did come from console. No, I wasn't expecting
What the
anything
hell?
like what it is. It is absolutely amazing. And as far as racing in the league, I wasn't even a top 10 car the first 2 years.
Yep,
so
we're good to go.
the competition's stout year in, year out, beginning of the season to the end of the season, and then bringing in all these new guys like the league does, it just makes you better. So.
And it's only getting stronger and stronger and stronger. If anybody out there wants to sign up, just go ecrleague.com and hit the apply button, and ECR Elite Championship League on iRacing. Apply
See if
there,
I
and
can find this fucking stream
you
again.
too can be racing with this
Motherfucker.
competitive crowd next Monday.
Shut up,
Yeah.
faggot.
I just want to put something else out there. We're talking about rookies that are coming in and being very competitive and being very fast. Not everybody's like that. Some guys
Here we go.
want to run in a league because they don't want to deal with the BS that is running an official. Guys just
All right.
going
We're back
stupid
to where we were.
and doing very irresponsible things because you're never going to have to see that guy again. Some people come into a league just trying to improve themselves. We say this every time, and apparently people don't take advantage out of this, and they should more and more and more. If it doesn't matter if you're a rookie, if you're a rookie, if you're a
shut
seasoned
up,
vet, if
some
you've been in iRacing for 5 years, if for some reason you're struggling, you cannot find
How
the
about for some
groove
reason my
around a
nuts are
certain
bouncing
track.
off your fucking
You
chin?
don't
How about
understand
that?
how to qualify in the front of the pack. What the hell are you doing to be that fast on a single lap? How can you maintain your tires more than I do? I can run with you for 10 laps, and then all of a sudden you're gone for the next 20. And you don't have the answers? Come ask someone else. If you're watching someone
like
doing
everything
something that you don't
stayed.
understand, go talk to them.
Well, that
Go
sucked.
ask them.
Power
This
went
is
out for
one
just
thing
a
that being
minute.
in a league that has people that have
Fuck, I was
absolutely no
struggling to get
problem
that going
talking to you
again.
about anything. Come ask them. Either if you want to broadcast and you don't know how, either if you want to paint a car and you don't know how, either if you want to run a certain type of car, track combination, and you don't know how. Come ask someone else that you think might know. There's absolutely no one in this league that is going to say, you're running against me. I'm not going to tell you how I do things. I did something with Scotty Brown, one of our admins, one of our broadcasters, during the Cup race. He was running a completely wrong line around New Hampshire in the Cup cars. So, and I was doing this on open mic in the main lobby with everybody listening. Where to run, where to brake, how to go, where to sit, and just like try this. All of a sudden, he was a second and a half faster per lap than he was doing before. In 20 minutes. So come ask other people. It's not because you are on a different team, you are a rookie, you don't race that particular series. Ask someone else. It's one of the fastest way that you can understand and improve. And then go to the track and run your ass off, lap after lap, until you get it. And you will get it.
I will say, and I'll back Luis on this, man, is that the one thing that you should never be afraid of doing is asking questions. You got Jimmy Johnson. You guys know, everybody out there know, you guys know, Jimmy Johnson is known for asking the most questions in the garage. He's got the most championships of anybody in the garage right now.
Fuck Jimmy Johnson.
But he also
what
asks
the fuck
most
is
questions.
this?
He's always trying to learn. He's always trying to gain that, better advantage. I mean, you can never know enough. You have to be comfortable with asking questions. And in this league, you should be comfortable in doing that, man. We got a bunch of guys willing to help each other out. And even though that we don't run open setups right now, doesn't mean we never will. But as of right now, it's all fixed setups, but we still have a lot to learn. There's still a lot of things that you can learn within a race. With fuel strategy and tire fall off and when to pit. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can learn. Luis Amaso came into this league and did not know much about iRacing.
No, didn't know anything.
He didn't know anything.
Anything.
I am so proud of Luis and where he is today. I've got to say, man, I'm so proud. Luis, you've came. Oh my God, you were like a little fishing boat when you came in, and now you're like the Titanic. You have gained so much
don't
knowledge.
Don't say that. I'm going to crash every race. No.
He's saying you're fat, Luis.
No, you came in, and I remember, man, you were one of the drivers I signed. I like to sign rookies, and I signed you. And we were a part of a team, and we learned so much off each other. There was so much teamwork that we did, and we learned off each other. We bounced ideals off each other. And that's what it's all about. You learn from each other, and you move forward, and you grow. And that's what helps the league. That's what helps each other grow. And then you went to another team the next year, and then this year you're on a different team. It's you continue to grow, you continue to learn, different things happen. And everybody here, man, is just, that's what I love about this league, is that you guys have continued to grow, you continue to fight, we all stick in for each other, man. I mean, when it comes down to official racing, it doesn't matter what team you're on, we're Team ECR, so when we try to help each other out for NIS setups and
shut the fuck up,
go out there and try to dominate, but hey, when it comes to race day, we're all competitors, man, and that's what makes this league so great. So it's a bunch of great guys, bunch of guys learning, working together, and if that's what you're looking for, man, you found the league you're looking for.
Speaking of Luis and how far he's come, I'm showing everybody at home the ECR Race Hub logo, which is brought to you by Jaws Graphics and their CEO, Luis Salmaso. Did a wonderful job on this.
Quit sucking up, you little faggot.
Speaking of
go ahead, Stephen, please.
James, how'd you do? How'd you do, buddy, in your
Speaking
race?
of giving advice and all that, Luis is probably one of the best people to ask too. 7 top 5s out of 8 starts in the championship series he's running for. That's pretty impressive.
Fuck
Yeah,
off.
I got wrecked on the other one.
Oh yeah, you got to bring that up.
He always has to bring up what was the worst thing.
That one was no one's fault. That was when I was having problems with my pedals that I didn't update the drivers, and the
Started
pedals were coming
17th,
in midway
right?
through the races.
Pascal.
And that was in Texas where I was running second.
Let's
and
hear the next
in the
part.
middle of 1 and 2, all of a sudden my brake pedal came in, and the car just broke left in the middle of the turn. So I went straight up against the wall.
You don't want to tell
I
me,
remember
huh?
that. It was one of my first races, I think.
Finish 4th, 0 incidents. Hell yeah! Everybody give it up for James Pascal.
Then, was it?
Fucking started 17th,
we'll have a
finished
second
4th,
crack at
and
it.
his
No
first
problem.
official
Well, one thing we want to move on
C-class
to
race.
next
Fuck
week's
yeah.
races. We have trucks going to Eldora. The
Woo.
B cars going
Eldora.
to
That'll be
Indianapolis,
fun.
man. And the Cup cars as well going to Indianapolis. So let's
Indy
start
will
off
be
with
fun.
them
I like
trucks,
Indy.
man. What do you guys expect at Eldora for the first ever dirt race in the trucks on a league race?
Yellow.
Yeah, I'm
Mayhem.
really scared for a lot of cautions. Me being one of the drivers that's going to be racing it, I'm afraid
Listen
the
to these
drivers are going to
bags.
be taking it a little bit too aggressive, be getting into the wall a lot, and spinning out really easy. I mean, it is real easy to spin out at Eldora once you get into that wall.
Let me say this: I don't see us having a lot of yellows. I see us running because everybody's going to be on edge. Everybody's going to be careful. What do you guys think? I think everybody's going to be backing off and just taking it easy. The first time on dirt, like you said, Anthony, I don't see a lot of yellows.
For one thing, there's going to be something that's in the back of everybody's minds in this truck race, especially the guys who run multiple series. Safety rating. Because here at ECR, we use the safety rating process as iRacing. So we get so many incidents at Eldora.
Answer my fucking question.
The whole season will probably be shot because we probably won't be able to recover from it.
There is one thing, and I agree with Kenner on this, and Anthony always makes this point. Normally, the hardest the situation for a race that we have, the chances that race is going to be better whether we're going without cautions because guys are a little bit more cautious. It's bigger. We had like the worst possible places. We had the longest green flag runs ever. We went green at Dover with 40 cars.
Shall I do another or do the NIS series?
Kenner
James?
makes a good point. I think it's going to be a shit show.
Do another,
because
James.
It's
Do
dirt,
another.
It's trucks, and people are.
If you start 17th and you finish in the top 5 again,
it would not surprise me at all if you see
then
the
yeah,
going green for a long period of time.
definitely go for the NIS series.
Another thing people are going to have to consider is when you pit.
They're short races, so I mean, you can run that in no
time.
time.
Give you fuel. You better make it to the end, because every time you stop, it's only going to be for.
Don't think because you start at 17th and finish 4th
that's
that
the only thing
you're
that
going
the
to get
pit
the
road is there
NIS.
for. Other than that, you're going to be on the track.
The same deal. You know what I mean?
I
See what your odds are.
I think it may be
when you run another one.
Rough patch to start off, but I think everyone will remember about the SR system. I actually think it'll be more of the truck drivers than anything, and a little less of the other guys just because of the SR, which will thin the field out, and I think it'll be a good race. I think it'll be just like
Luis took
the words right out of my mouth.
And we'll be going from the short dirt track of Iowa. Or is it Ohio? Ohio to the flat, long, monstrous of a track in Indianapolis, Indiana.
I love Indy.
A historical track. Somebody's going to be kissing them bricks, baby.
I better save some gas when we get there.
Oh, for God's sakes.
You just
he's
know
gonna make it. He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
You just know if Kenner wins one of these races, he's gonna be Frenching one of them bricks.
Oh hell, you ain't gonna be able to catch my ass if I win one. I'm not kidding.
He's gonna be mooning the bricks.
Do you guys know who won last year at the bricks?
Paul Menard.
The real thing? No.
Kyle.
For ECR.
Yeah.
John
Anybody-
Schweiker won Cup. I don't know who won Xfinity.
I'm lost for words.
Actually, it was Joshua Witherspoon who won Cup.
What a bag.
Oh yeah, John crashed.
Stephen Massey was second. Stephen Massey's still here. Michael Guidry was third. It's a question of whether or not Michael Guidry will make it, but Ken Worley was fourth, still has a ride. Ron Miller was fifth, doesn't race Cup, but could have a ride. I mean, you got guys, Nelson Rivera, sixth, he's not here no more. Matt Moritz, seventh, he hasn't raced in a while. Thomas Lattimore finished eighth. Ken Ron finished ninth, he's not with us. There's a lot of names, guys. I don't want to read the names of us who were here because we didn't finish too good. But
I started on the
I had a great shot because there's only 24 drivers in that race. You did finish. You did start on the pole, Luis. You were absolutely correct. You started on the pole with a 51.22, and it was very close because the guy outside of you started with 51.225. You had a 2.23. You guys had the next guy, Thomas Lattimore. He started with a 51.40.
That's what I'm saying, James. 9 people watching their stream, they have less subs than you.
Course. It's like
what's up with that?
Man. It's almost like a
we got more
super speedway on a
yeah,
road
we do
course.
actually.
I mean, very fast speeds, but very tight corners.
Get some buddies in here to watch
Slow
this
down,
shit.
Get ready for those corners. That's Pocono.
Nobody
and
wants
Indy,
to listen to
I relate
these
a lot
bags. Man,
those
I'm
tracks
fucking
are the
drunk.
most similar in
I
my
am
opinion. What do you
fucking
guys
drunk.
think?
Good thing I ain't
I agree
stoned though.
100%.
Fucking, I was
They're
trying to
very
race
similar.
last week stoned. That didn't fucking work out well.
Neither
Just
one of
ask
them has
Richard.
A whole lot of banking, and they're both
He was there.
extremely long race
It
tracks.
didn't
Fuel
fucking work.
Strategy comes into play. Long green runs can kill tires. They are very similar.
I'm just going out on a limb. I think Kenner's going to win the Beeline Series, and I think Kenner's going to win the Cup Series. Just going out on a limb.
Wow.
Because I'm wrecking the whole damn field. I don't give a shit.
Dive bomb Kenny.
Listen to these
Well,
fags.
speaking of Kenner, what do you have to say? We are going to introduce a
Oh,
segment
here we go.
called
Here we go.
1 minute of Kenner. It is Kenner time, Kenner. 1 minute. Let's see what you got, brother. Let's see what's been going on this week.
Hold on, you got to give him proper interview. It's
Holy shit.
Oh, God.
Sound like a bunch of hyenas out in the fucking African wilderness. What the fuck was that?
Oh, he's got something to bitch about.
Listen, don't sidetrack, bitch. Get with it.
No, here we go. Listen, here's what I'm going to bitch about. About 10 minutes ago, I got disconnected because of my internet. Okay? Now I'm pissed off. So what I'm thinking of doing...
porn at the same time.
Is that what it is?
Probably.
It's
Get
midget.
off X videos.
It's midget porn, though, so it shouldn't take up that much internet because they're smaller.
Maybe a little bit.
But here's the thing. I'm going into my internet provider, Reedsburg Utility Commission, right here in town. I'm walking in that place first thing Monday morning with my fucking pants around my ankles, my wiener just dangling. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to see what they think about that shit. Because you know what? I got disconnected. This ECR hub is important to me. It's important. Now, a wiener might be important to a lot of people. I walk in there with a wiener hanging out. They might get my point. Well, my wiener's not that big, so they might not get the point.
Well, yeah, I was about to say, it might be like the midget porn we'll be
Maybe
talk about.
Maybe I should put a strap on. Maybe I could fucking, I don't know.
Oh.
Fuck, I might have a
Might
Don't
not be a
interrupt
big
his
deal.
minute.
bushel of bananas here or something like I can fucking strap on to walk in there. But I'm pissed off because I got disconnected from the internet when I'm supposed to be doing the ECR fucking motherfucking hub.
Kenner, have you ever played Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, I like picking up the hookers.
Listen, you need to go play Grand Theft Auto because I compare you to a character
I'm gonna be calling him
who's on
Trevor.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah,
say, Trevor.
okay.
He's Trevor.
I got to tell you this,
Gosh.
Anthony. You said one night, this was like maybe a month ago, that, Kenner reminds me of Trevor. I don't play Grand Theft Auto. My kid does. So I told my kid, I said, who's this fucking Trevor guy? They said I remind him of him. Oh, fuck, you want to see Trevor? He says, okay. So he brings up this YouTube video of fucking all these lines of this Trevor guy. So I'm looking, and this Trevor is funnier than fuck. He's a big dick balls is what he is. He's a dickhead. Laugh my fucking balls off. I was like, fuck, that's fucking awesome. But yeah, the Trevor guy. So I need to start playing Grand Theft Auto.
Absolutely.
All right.
You are Trevor, man. If you ever start to play Grand Theft Auto, you fucking let me know.
All right, guys, let's go into the next segment. All right. Who do you guys, let's put it to a vote now. Who do you guys believe deserves this week's crying towel?
Oh.
Who did the
wow.
most whining and complaining this week other than Kenner?
James Pascal, because he's in my stream right now being a little bitch.
I'm gonna say
There,
that
James, how do you like that,
sounds
bitch?
Like a Kyle Busch over the radio.
97.
Wrong
All
way.
right.
What if we had to keep it to ECR drivers and we had to pick an ECR driver?
Okay, yeah, he's not.
Gosh.
So
Okay.
I'll go to 97. Yeah.
97.
97. Yep, I'm with
I'm not
that.
saying-
Stephen Massey,
He
he's
was
a
whining.
bitch.
He was whining a lot during the cup race.
Just because, no, not the cup race. He was yelling during the beeline sims.
Yeah, that too.
Did Aaron
Why the
Berger race
cautions
this
just-
week?
Why
No,
the cautions, guys? Yeah.
Aaron Berger can't have it
No,
2 weeks
sir,
in a
I
row.
didn't say that. I was mad because I got collected in a caution when I was going for the lead.
Well,
Someone got a
Massey-
black flag.
Let me say this, Massey. Being a bitch more than 3 days out of the week
Only two.
is... Oh, 2? Oh, you're good. Never mind.
Well, 4 is a
That's
majority.
nice.
3 is still not majority. So 2 and 3
Ah,
is very
James.
terrible. But once you
I
get
got you,
4,
bro.
like, oh shit, majority of the week he's a bitch.
Thank God we only race 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not saying he wasn't really crying about it
So-
that much, but he was positively despondent near the end of the cup race over the radio.
mercy.
What we're saying is Aaron Berger didn't win this award 2 times in a row.
No, we're saying Aaron Berger won last week, and we have Stephen Massey this week. So we're having
Stephen Massey.
we're having a bad habit of our guest host into the show getting this
Oh my
Crying
god.
Towel Award. So you know what? I'm going to do some whining this week. I'm going to make it my goal. I'm going to cry about every single dirt clot that hits my
Jesus.
windshield. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry about every single sip of milk I didn't drink this week. I'm
You
going to
gonna cry about them nuts that are
Josh.
hitting your chin?
What's that?
Look at that picture that Luis posted and cry that you ain't getting that. But anyway, Steven,
Oh.
what are you crying about this week, brother?
This coming week?
What are you crying about this past week, man? What is it that you're crying about?
He didn't
For
win.
New Hampshire being a lady and not knowing how to make up her mind when a car completely wrecks. But then I got a caution for sliding through the grass and still maintaining 100 miles an hour.
Oh, I heard about that. iRacing wanted to call some cautions out on some guys, and it shouldn't have been called. So, yeah, and that even happened in the beat car race that I was a part of. Man, we had some guys wrecking, and it was like, well, iRacing shouldn't have called that. These boys were off the track.
Yeah, they brought it out when I was when my screen went black and I left the track down to like the infield, the pit road thing, and it threw the caution. I wasn't even on the racetrack anymore.
Yeah, we had
James, you're
extra
a
cautions on the
fucker.
beeline sims, and we were supposed to have cautions in the cup. The guys were like completely stopped in the middle of the track after hitting the wall, and nothing came out.
Yeah, I was 7 seconds behind the leader, and I come to a complete stop because I said, "There ain't
That's
no
a
way
fucking
that's not going to
surprise.
be one."
Hey, can I read a question? Can I read a question off of the chat?
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Chat. Yeah, Christopher Watkins, winner of the Cup race, wants to know: has anyone ever performed a clean sweep of the whole week and won all 3 events?
Justin Michael was
That
close.
has not happened ever in ECR yet.
Never happened, but was very close with 2 out of
yeah.
3. I believe
Several times.
Justin Bland.
Yes.
Justin Bland
Yes.
did 2 out of 3, and he did it twice.
Justin
Justin Michael
Bland,
did, too.
Justin Michael.
Yeah,
I
Michael
know
did.
couple
Schweiker
of
did. Yeah.
Think
Cool.
didn't you do it at one time?
That's
Sam,
a
also?
great question. That was a great question, Chris. Nobody has ever dominated a whole weekend.
Oh gosh, now
Just
Chris
wait.
Watkins is.
Yeah, I
Oh
know.
no,
He's going to do it now.
he's like challenge accepted.
I'll
Now,
wreck
what did
every
we do?
motherfucker if I got to.
Gilly, I blame you.
No,
Why?
let
What
him,
did I do?
let him come.
They're
Let
paying
him come.
attention now, James.
Oh mercy, what you say, guys? We start doing like what Christian Snyder's dad should have done, started wrapping it up.
Oh shit! I do have a question.
What's up?
I have a question. All right, Luis Tommaso, you're the
Yeah.
guest on tonight's event, and I love you being here, man. Wish you could be here every week. Um, for even actually, this is a question for everybody who runs in other leagues. Okay,
Mm.
so all you guys that run in other leagues and you run in ECR, what can we do to step our game up, or what? This is a two-part question. Part one: what do we do better than other leagues? What is best about
Listen
our
to
league
these
versus other
fags.
leagues? Part two: what can we do to step our game up and become better than other leagues?
I think that the best thing about ECR has nothing to do with rules, schedule, or broadcast. I think the best thing about ECR is the core of people that are here. And you see this in a couple of leagues, that group of guys that races together no matter what. So I think the nucleus of ECR, even though we may disagree in a bunch of stuff, it's guys that want to have fun from time to time. So that's the most positive thing about the league, like by far.
I have to agree with Luis there. It is the nucleus of the whole league, and that was worded perfectly, actually, Luis. The nucleus.
Thank
I'm
you.
not a smart guy, but I know what that means.
I got you on that, Marba. I got you.
But as far as everyone racing together, the guys having respect for each other, um, these guys that you race week in and week out, there's a different, um, for lack of better words, atmosphere in the ECR than there is in official races. Other leagues, it's atmosphere that you feel among those drivers.
That's a good word. That was a good word. Yes, that was not nucleus like, but it was atmosphere was pretty close. Pretty
It
good.
sounds like right now we're
Luis is
sitting in a
backing me up.
room.
He's trying to make me sound smart.
It sounds like we're sitting in the room right now with a whole bunch of smoke just blowing right now. That's what it sounds like. There's a lot of words
Well,
that a lot of
pass,
people don't know
motherfucker,
what there
pass.
are.
No, but he asked about what things we can do to improve. Uh, this is me and Anthony had like night-long conversations about this, and it's an ongoing argument that I think will never stop. My personal view of a lot of the stuff that we have problems with, it's at the same time one of the reasons that people praise ECR so much. That has to do with the number of rules in a certain specific point. There are rules and regulations in this league that were designed and they were thought about for people to try to practice, have some sort of track time to make races better. That is, my view, perfect. Some other things, I think sometimes we overanalyze a lot of the stuff and we over criticize some things that are happening on the track. In my point of view, if we from time to time, just like it happened this Wednesday, people are praising the race because the race went green, the whole thing. The race was under iRacing's control. iRacing was doing cautions, iRacing was calling penalties, everything. And we went green from midway point to the race to the end. And everybody's like, "Oh, this is awesome! We went green. See, this is awesome racing." I think we should try to do more of that thing. We try from a portion of time, and then we had another from time to time period where admins were trying to throw cautions more, trying to control the situation some more. This is just my opinion. I think we can let things loose a little bit more. It will just benefit the whole thing. Even the attitude of guys go at it, that would help. But that's just me. So
What do the rest of you guys think about it?
Have at it. I
I
love that
never.
role.
I just started iRacing beginning of the year. This is the first league I ever joined. Can't believe it. I'm extremely fortunate to have found this group of people. But I can tell you that Chris Watkins again, who won the Cup race and drives my truck.
Fuck
told me
Chris
that-
Watkins.
Yeah. He told me that he races in some other leagues and he wins a lot in them, and he's going to quit racing in them because he just likes the fact that we run so clean in this and the respect thing. He said that he's not even going to race his other leagues. I don't think.
That's the thing. All joking aside, I've been with ECR since Anthony and Luis knows what 2015.
2.5 years.
Yeah, 2.5 years, and it doesn't matter what else you do on here in the sim. Any league you join, any official racing, anything like that. There is no, and I'll say it again, atmosphere like there is in ECR. These guys you race in week in and week out. It's I don't even know. It's amazing. The guys you race with, you might have problems with guys. You'll talk it over. You'll hash it out. You'll get it over with. The next week, you're racing side by side. Oh, okay. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. Even though I'm a dick. But, go ahead, bro. It's all good. I've been in a lot of leagues, and there's not one you'll find that's like this. One? That was the word I'm looking for. Yes, thank you.
I have to agree. When I first joined iRacing about 3 years ago, it took me maybe about a half a season to discover ECR, and when I seen that, I made it a goal to try to contact these guys, and I pretty much messaged Anthony Ditchner until I was like blue in the face until he's like, all right, fine, quit messaging me, come to the orientation. So since then, I've been nothing but trouble.
Don't let me age make you think different of me,
We know
Kenny.
that.
Still play your ass.
Especially in Martinsville.
You little faggot, James.
Here we go.
Yeah, bring it up, Martinsville.
Well, James, come on aboard, bro.
Like, I love the realism of it, the points.
My wife
but the money
gave me a
system,
new word to use,
you can't
actually.
really find that anywhere else, as far as I know. This is the only place you can find that. That's what brought me here. I was totally in love with the idea, and that brought me here.
Camaraderie,
I
right?
tried joining last year. My computer wasn't up to par, but I'm so glad that I got to join this year. But as far as like something we could fix,
Yes.
I agree with Luis. Like I said earlier, just maybe loosen up just a little bit. Not because I get penalized too much. I don't. Not too often, but I do get penalized, and it can affect the races sometimes, and that's just not fun. With certain calls.
Well,
Now,
you should get penalized because I don't fucking like you. No, I'm just kidding. No, hey.
I just want to say this. and
Sonoma
agree-
behind us.
you guys agree or disagree, because like iRacing will penalize you for things that we actually clear. So you guys get away with more in an ECR
Yes.
race than you will get away with in an official race.
Absolutely.
That is true.
My wife gave me a good word. She was in the background listening, which she shouldn't be listening, so get upstairs and do dishes like you fucking should be doing.
Oh, Kenny's
Okay.
gonna sleep in the couch
All right.
or in the garage.
Hang on. I'm going to go beat her ass here in a minute. Wait, no, I was kidding. I didn't think you could hear that.
Oh, here comes the belt.
But she gave
Go get you.
she gave me a good she gave me a good word, the camaraderie. Camaraderie? What? I said it wrong?
It's a good one.
What, are you going to say it right with two black eyes?
Gosh.
Is that two black eyes or two black guys?
That's
Not two black
camaraderie,
gentlemen.
that's
No, not
brotherhood.
two black
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Oh,
There's
no.
two black
Whoa.
eyes.
Where are we going with this? Come on now.
It wasn't with
It's
black
totally
gentlemen, I'll
different.
tell you that.
If you're, hey, this is totally unrelated, but guys, let's run down the line. If your wife comes home with two black eyes or two
Black
black guys,
guys
which
or
one
gentlemen?
would you be more pissed off at?
Ooh.
Oh,
Well, I don't know. If she was trying to rob a bank and got two black eyes from
It
robbing a
depends.
bank, I mean, I'd give her credit.
It
You know,
it
but if
depends. Did
she's
she get the two black eyes from the black guys?
if she's out hooking, if she's out fucking
We got
hooking,
off topic. We
you
got
know,
off.
and she,
wow.
I'm not talking about you hooking. I'm talking. This is hypothetical.
Stop listening. he
You
said.
guys are gonna get me fucking divorced. Celia, this is hypothetical bullshit. How would you like two fucking fat lips and two black guys?
Back on the
And not
Yeah.
two black gentlemen, I'm saying
Enough.
two black
Here comes
eyes.
Steven.
Okay.
Steven's trying to be serious now.
Enough.
Here we go. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Steven's trying to be serious.
Hang on. Hang on, guys. I want to bring some. Come here. I want to bring something to the table. Come here.
Don't bring
Come
the
here.
black guys. Don't
Oh,
bring the black
no.
guys.
Come here.
No.
Come here. Play your little game, she says.
Guys, I'm
We
so
can
sorry.
hear-
I'm putting it in her butt.
I'm
Steven,
sorry
what do
what's
you got?
going on here, but oh my goodness.
Steven Massey, what do you got?
yeah, I was just gonna say that I for one like almost every rule. I almost want to second what Luis and Christian said. A little bit of leniency, but not too much. I've ran in other leagues where they're a little too lenient, and it's just kind of chaos. This league's extremely organized. and
James, you
that's
can join,
probably
dude.
one of my most favorite things about it. But like
Throw your name in.
like the qualifying.
Throw your
stuff,
name in, dude.
It sometimes stinks, I guess, to come from the back, but I understand
I'll let them know you're.
letting the
I
people
thought
that
you were
run
already
for that
in, bro.
championship get it. But
I did.
other than that, which is a small thing,
We'll get you
I
in
mean,
there.
I
We'll hook
absolutely
you up,
love
bro.
everything. I
We'll
feel
hook
like
you
you
up.
need a lot of rules.
Thanks for
sometimes
watching.
to maintain the wild animals that we put out on the track. So
Would you guys believe that I was actually one in the meeting that voted for as long as you get your laps in, you can qualify? It doesn't matter if you run for that
Shut
championship or
the
not. If you
fuck
get
up,
your laps
bitch.
in, you can qualify. I got outvoted.
James.
All right. So as
I'm
you guys
telling
can see,
Get
not
all the
everything that
admins.
I want happens. We have an
Tell you what,
admin
I'll throw your name
show
in.
going on,
Okay.
and it's majority of
Yeah,
admin
bro.
votes on certain
gonna
things.
throw your name
man,
in.
it doesn't always go the way that I want it to
Let
go.
me
So I respect my
Give me a
admins.
little
I
notebook
respect their
here.
decisions, and sometimes that's the way the
We're gonna throw
boat
you.
rolls.
No,
Now,
We'll get you in there.
here was my idea. On
You won't be the
on
first one,
fact.
James.
If maybe it was changed to
O'Connor
the
has joined from watching my
everyone's open
stream.
to qualify, but only 40 cars can make it.
Richard,
So do the thing that we do at the beginning of the season, where have open qualifying.
fuck,
If you
there's a couple.
qualify in,
Daniel
great. If
Reese.
You don't.
There's a
but
few
locked
other
in
guys that have
cars
joined.
Are guaranteed the spot. 30 locked in cars
From
are
watching my
guaranteed. The rest
stream.
have to qualify in.
Yeah, you appreciate
And
it?
it
Yeah,
gets
no
to the
problem,
point.
bro. Fuck, get your ass in
All
here.
right, so with the SR
Get out
system,
here and
we
race.
reset it every what is it 4 weeks?
So we're gonna do some bullshit
2
here
weeks.
again. Hang
Every
on.
2 weeks it gets updated.
Okay, so let's say we expand that and do a situation as to where if you don't
Fuck, I
have
got
an
heartburn
EOL in
like
that
a
series through
motherfucker.
that span, or maybe longer, you can qualify. But if you get one, you can't qualify through that entire span, no matter what. Don't care if you win 3 out of the 4 races.
Well,
Anyways.
that's what you get. I mean, if you got your, you know what I mean?
If you get your laps in.
Well, yeah. If you, I mean, yep.
Because laps are a great idea, honestly. It's frustrating sometimes for some people that test all week, but it's still good because there's people that just hop in the car and, just go for it.
I've done
No,
that
don't-
sometimes.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I like the rules. I think the rules put you in check, especially during the race. But I think we had situations time and time and time again where we're like an example for that is we used to do that a lot last year. The pitting toolbox, not toolboxes, the pit stalls.
Holy fuck.
We had guys getting completely screwed out of
What
a
the
race for
fuck?
an admin doing his job. And I'm not saying if it's in the rule book, anybody can be called at any given time, right? But I voiced this opinion. If we have a rule that cannot be enforced 100% of the time towards the entire field of a race, right? Then we should not try to enforce it. the pit stalls thing to me is a perfect example because we normally have one admin doing race control or a race controller. We cannot watch everybody pit at the same time. So you're not gonna see everybody pitting at the same time. So if you're
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Luis, as far as pitting goes, are you talking about when they enter their stalls or when they enter actual pits?
No. I'm just giving an example on this thing, just on enforcing of rules. That is not, I'm not criticizing.
Yeah, I got it on my fucking
The
face.
reason I asked, man,
It
is
got all
because,
over my
like,
fucking
we
table.
we actually
I'm trying to
lightened
wipe it
that
up
rule.
now.
Yes, I know. I'm
You,
just
you
using it as an
actually have
example.
to go
Hug.
through like 5 or more stalls
Jesus,
in order
fuck.
to, be black flagged.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very rare that somebody gets black
Fuck,
flagged.
got all over my
No, I know.
glasses. I
Entering a
gotta
pit
wipe
stall.
them fuckers
No,
off.
it is an example of things that got
Fucking
improved
Christ.
because of feedback that we gave, which is really good. I'm just using as an example of trying to enforce something at some point. It's not going to have.
I think
any
I'm good.
impact
I
on the
think I
final
cleaned
result
up
rate
most of it.
or something like that. And just because I was looking at that thing,
Fucking shit's all over the floor.
a guy
What
in the
the
back of the pack
fuck?
changed lanes in a restart. Like, really? Like, let it go. That pisses the guy off at a certain degree, and it's like, just let him race. Unless it's something like for the win up front, where someone took a clear advantage or created chaos, that whole thing. But it's subjective to people, and I understand
Nobody
that.
gives
That's
a
why I'm
fuck if you
saying
got
it's nothing
You-
bad
it's
to follow the rules.
Okay.
Just situational sometimes.
Yeah, thanks, James.
Depending on the thing, we
That
could
makes
be
it
a
feel
little
better.
bit less anal
There's still
trying to
beer all
apply
over the
things
fucking place, you
to the
douchebag.
book. That's the one thing. I think
Fuck.
it would create sometimes a better atmosphere for, you know what? There's 5 laps to go. I can be
Here
aggressive
we go.
as hell.
Let me
as
get
long
part
as
of
I
this
don't fuck up,
conversation. Watch this shit.
and I know that I
Watch
can
this.
go for the win.
Fuck, I
think
got it on my
that might
TV
actually
too.
bring out
Holy
more
fuck,
of
it's
that
splashed
in
up
guys, because they're not so worried about getting fined or getting penalized or getting whatever.
Yeah, my rig's
at
good.
all
My rig's
all
good.
moments,
My rig's
and
good.
we'll remove that thing. They always pick on me if I do something.
They got on the floor mostly.
Well, Luis, I definitely appreciate that feedback, and this league, as you know, for one, is built off feedback, and guys vote in the off season. We
Listen to
do a
these
lot of things to
fags.
change things and change rules, man, because it's all built off feedback. We want to try to see what everybody wants. I mean, the members change, so I want to know what the majority of the members want as we move into the next season. But one thing is certain is that as league president, it is my job to enforce the rules that we have. And you're not going to make everybody happy. But
Yeah.
when we come down to a race, and it doesn't matter if it's a rule,
gonna
it's a
say
rule.
something
So it
here.
doesn't matter
Hang
if
on.
it's lap
They gotta
1,
give me a
lap
chance.
50, 100, 150. It doesn't matter if it's 150 to go, 50 to go, 2 to go. Right? We want to try
Come
to
on.
enforce the
Let me
rules
talk.
as equally as we can. Doesn't matter when the situation is. So, and
Let
it
me
doesn't
talk,
matter where the
faggot.
situation is. It doesn't matter if you're first, third, 20th, 10th,
Let me
15th,
talk.
30th, or even 40th.
Come on,
We
fag
want to try
fuck.
to enforce the rules, and that way nobody gets
Dick
an
smack.
advantage. Doesn't matter if
Shut
you're
the
first,
fuck up,
leading the field to
faggot.
the green. Doesn't matter if you are 40th and you get to switch lines and pass 3 cars because
Oh, I'm gonna
they're
switch
not
balls
paying
on your
attention to
fucking
you.
chin. Shut up!
We want to try to do the best we can to enforce these rules upon everybody in the field so it is equal
What a
on
fag.
everybody and nobody gets away with an advantage. And that's something that NASCAR has done a great job this season
This
in doing is
fucking
that,
queer.
they are trying to up the competition
If you ain't
by
first,
making
you're
sure
last. You got that
it
right,
is equal
James.
upon everybody. As far as those, as
I'm
you
about
guys
ready
have
to
saw
fucking.
today, if you guys
I'm about
watched
ready to bust
qualifying
out
today,
here.
man,
This
there's
dude won't let me
21
talk.
cars that failed
Shut up!
qualifying today.
Faggot!
21 cars had to go through.
Oh my god, he is long-winded,
What is
ain't
that
he?
called?
Has he got an oxygen tank? Oh, almost
Yeah,
spilled. I
21
almost
cars had to
spilled my
go
beer
re-go
again. I'm
through tech
fucking
again.
drunk.
So
Almost spilled my beer again.
it's just trying
Beer.
to keep everything
Beer, I meant.
competitive, keeps
Dreer.
everybody on the same
What
level.
the fuck is a dreer?
Not everybody's gonna like it, but you want to do the right thing. You want to try to keep everybody on the same level, keep everybody competitive, man. And that's something that
Can I
you're
talk
not
now,
gonna please
Anthony?
everybody,
You
but
little
it's
faggot.
our job to enforce.
Second
And at
is
the
the
end of
first
the day,
loser. You got that
that's
right,
what we have to do.
James.
Something I just realized.
Oh my god, I can't get a word in
ECR's
edgewise with
version
these
of
fags.
the tech is kind of running your laps. Like, if you run your laps,
I don't even
that's
remember what
basically
the fuck I
passing
was gonna
tech
say.
inspection.
I was gonna
That's
talk
But
about
if you
the
don't-
diversity.
Yeah, if you don't run your laps, you don't pass tech and you don't get to qualify. You get to start in the rear. That's
Exactly.
pretty cool. I just figured that out.
Yep.
You know, let me say this. Not only the rule book, because ECR has the most extensive rule book.
Extensive.
Yes, on iRacing. It does.
Like 17 pages long.
Yeah.
Big words these
Okay,
days.
you guys can quit fucking interrupting it at any time. But anyways, no, I was fucking with you. But the diversity of the members in our league, Anthony and Luis. Luis is probably one of the top guys as far as what's the word I'm looking for? Advertising, pictures, posts, you know, like the ECR logo for this broadcast, as a matter of fact, with the racing tire and the ECR hub. I mean,
Oh, he's the most artistic motherfucker.
yeah,
there is.
exactly. The diversity in this league, and then we got some guys that do some paints. Ken Worley comes to mind. Luis is one of the top guys as far as painting a car. If you guys want a car painted, go to Jaws Graphics. I mean, no joke.
Best of the best.
Exactly. Ken Worley, he does a hell of a job. The guys as far as radio personality, for lack of better words, you know, for talking on the mic, for doing this, for doing that. You know, there is a lot of guys in this league that does a whole lot of everything different, if you know what I'm saying. As far as Luis with the advertisement, and following Luis up with a interview is almost impossible. You know, there is a whole lot of diversity in this league, and I'm fucking drunk.
You drunk, but you're absolutely
So
right.
we leave it
man.
at that.
We can cover it all. This league covers it all. We may not be perfect, but we have the guys to cover every single advantage to racing, every single angle. You know, we have the guys. We can do it. You know, so I may not be the best at everything. You may not be the best at everything. Maybe Luis ain't the best at everything. But we got the guys that we can switch to who are the best at that.
Fuck yeah.
You guys have everything from the crybabies like the 97 to the Luis Amasos who say, shut the fuck up and just race.
I don't say that.
You just
You
did.
want to, though.
So we've been live for about an hour and a half now.
We were
I
supposed
wanna
to be
ask-
only an hour.
I know, right? I want to ask Josh Sheets, man, where you been and what's left?
I truthfully think we covered just about everything. Since you guys been talking, I've been going over our sponsors and everything, letting people see the links. We've done the Pit Stop Designs commercial. We've done on mute, of course. I didn't want to interrupt you guys.
Oh my God!
And we did the Beeline Sim Series website here. I'm going through their products, their news articles, and their orders and inquiries. You can fill out your name and you can get all kinds of your products from the Beeline Sim Series, who so happens to sponsor our Beeline Sim Series of products here.
Oh man, Josh, all you other guys, have you guys actually seen the Beeline Sim series, Beeline Sims products? Have you guys actually
Cool.
seen those? Fucking awesome! They have so much cool stuff, man.
Yeah, they do
And,
have a lot of neat stuff.
If you guys don't know, we have Pit Stop Designs, who covers the truck and cup series, they will
Man, I'm
paint you
fucking
paint
drunk.
schemes, anything you want, man, at a reasonable rate. If you don't like what they give you, you let him know how to change it. He will keep coming at you until you're satisfied. Doesn't matter how many times it takes. Joey Stats will try to make you a paint scheme. Um, does a great job. Pit Stop
Joey
Designs,
Stats.
and
I
also
told that motherfucker I'd make him a statistic.
we have an official apparel company as well in ECR, and you can use a promo code at carpys.com. That is CARPYS.com. Carpys.com. You can go in there and you can customize anything you want. Anything you can wear, guys. I'm talking t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, anything you think of. Use the promo code ECR for 15% off on your order. You guys will not be disappointed. I recently in the season made 2 orders. I don't know if you guys have made an order or not, but I have made an order, and I'm very, very, very happy with my order. I ordered myself a T-shirt. It's a
Are you
black
very
T-shirt.
happy?
Hey man, I got the 87 on the back. It's got my last name.
Yeah.
On the front, it's got the ECR logo. It's got the H Muff logo. Haters make us famous. It's got all that shit, man. It is so awesome, dude. It's fucking awesome. And I also there was one person in the league I chose to buy a T-shirt. Okay, and I bought that for Nick Olson. Now he didn't post it, he didn't share that, but I did pick one person in the league randomly. It was Nick Olson, so I also bought him a T-shirt. And
You
so me and
fag.
him got a T-shirt from Carpies.com, and we got the discount, 15% off. And I'm telling you guys what, man, what's gonna happen here is when you order your T-shirt, he's gonna show you what it looks like. If you don't like it, let him know what you want changed. But I'm gonna tell you what, Carpies.com does a great job in customizing what you want when you go to order your T-shirt or whatever you want, man. Custom apparel, the best guys ever. And who is it? Earl
Listen to these
James.
fags.
He's the guy to go to. He's the guy that helps run that show. So they do a great job.
My
Joshy,
driver.
go ahead.
What do you
I
say,
am
guys? What was
fucking
you about to
drunk.
say there, Todd Gillett, before we close this thing out?
No, I was just gonna say that's my driver, Earl James.
Earl
hit up,
James.
hit up
Fuck.
Carpies. He drives my cup car for me.
He's
And my-
Fuck
awesome guy.
James Earl Jones.
All right, guys, it's been a fun episode. Another hour and a half episode as we did last week. So it's becoming a trend. So let's keep it going. Let's show back up next week, and let's talk about Eldor, and let's talk about Indianapolis, and move on to the next week, shall we, guys?
For sure.
It's gonna
Hell
be fun.
yeah.
For sure, guys. We're gonna get real dirty, and Kenner, let me hear it. Let me
Dirty.
see what we're gonna get.
We're
What are we
gonna get nasty.
Oh, I
These
love it. I
fags.
love it. I love it. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure seeing you guys. Anthony, Todd, Massey, Sadamaso, Kenner. It's been a real pleasure, guys.
Talk to you later, Sheets. Rest of
I'm out.
yeah. Same to the rest of you fags.
All right, on behalf of ECR, we like to thank you guys for tuning in and giving us a view. And see
Would
you
you
guys
quit
next
sounding
week.
like a faggot and just close
Make
it
sure you
out?
tune in Tuesday for the Beeline Sim series right here on this channel too.
Yes, right here on this channel, Beeline Sim Series Tuesday, and we have the links below for Monday Truck Series Race at Eldora, and Wednesday we have the links below to that channel to have the Brickyard 400, guys. So tune in, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah. Feed me nails and kill me rusty.
And we're gone.
Bunch
I
of
thought you
fags.
guys were gonna get into a whole what we should do with the league
Yeah.
conversation.
You know
for about
what,
2
man?
hours.
I actually
That was
forgot.
good.
Me and Luis were supposed to get into the cup setups. And we never
Yeah.
got into that argument.
Yeah.
We're going to save
Oh, well.
that for next week, but I
Oh, yeah.
guarantee you we're going to get into that argument next week because that is one to bring up, man. Cup setups suck.
Did you guys make picks or do y'all make picks in the last one or anything for next week for the?
It's something we can bring up.
No, but they made a pick for the championship, and I think 3 of them picked me.
Shut up, you little faggot.
I forgot to mute my mic.
Tell you what.
Son of a- I forgot to mute my mic for the closing. I'm sitting here talking to you guys, and it's like, oh crap, it's picking it up.
Every time I play Grand Theft Auto, man, I think of Kenner.
We racing. We racing Eldora. Do we get enough guys?
Are we going to do it? Are you guys down? Everybody
I'm
down? I'm down to go race some dirt.
I just ran an 18.3, so I'm fucking down.
That fucking trampoline picture's hilarious, man.
Christian, you wouldn't happen to be Nick Olson, would you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just wondering.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
What?
I ain't believing I
Yeah,
done.
that's me.
On the ending, I have 2 media sources, and so I'm sitting there thinking one of them was the media source, but it couldn't find out it was moving every time I talked, and I'm like, oh crap!
Oh shit!
They used to call these jumpolines.
I'm sitting here talking to you guys.
That's funny.
That's freaking hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Yo, Luis.
Rookie mistake, Josh.
Is that guy in here from the race that pissed you off?
No.
Nah, I know who it was.
No,
I mentioned it.
We talked after the race. It was not his fault. He just missed the brakes.
Matthew George.
No, it wasn't Matthew George.
Really?
No.
He nailed the shit out of you like 7 times.
I know, but he was stuck in the same position that I was. He was trying everything that he could not to run me over, while we were trying everything that we could not to run Ed over.
Ah.
Ed was all over the place.
He was on them old tires.
Well, luckily my voice on the stream was too low. You can't hear me over the Enter the Sandman.
It's a good song. Love it.
I love that picture.
You gotta go masturbate to it.
How many laps was that race?
125?
Will there be enough fuel for that?
Yeah.
No, you can add fuel.
Well, we're going to do 100% fuel.
Oh, okay. Trampolines.
I actually
you can add tires and fuel in the trucks here.
The other morning I actually got on here. I mean, the sun's not even up yet, and I was doing laps on Eldora just to make sure we could make the distance.
Good Lord,
So
what time was that?
It was like, I don't know, 7:30, 8 o'clock. I don't
Gave
know.
me a holler. I'm normally on. So,
Well, I was doing the test run, and we was wondering about the fuel and everything. So I'm like, you know what? I ain't left for work yet. I'm gonna go. So I came in here, did like 60 straight laps, and looked at it, and I looked at the fuel. I'm like, well, 60 laps. I have like 100 laps left, so let's just do 100 on the fuel and just leave it at that. Well, that was fun, guys.
That was a good time.
So much for trying to turn the show into 45 minutes. But it was good that the people at home were able to hear us talk about the rules and what we like and dislike about them. I think we needed that.
Kenner's borderline abuse of his wife.
Yeah, we needed that too.
With 2 black guys.
Yeah, we were treading on some thin ice there.
Were we talking about black guys or were we talking about black eyes?
Well,
we're talking about domestic violence, race relations.
What I'm
we
going to go
covered
do
it all.
check out Kenner's behind the scenes video. I'm going to check that out and listen to it.
All right, listen, I got to get up at 4 o'clock, you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
We're not having poker tonight, so we're going racing, baby.
Yeah, I figured.
Fuck 'em. I'm gonna, hold on here.
Holy fuck, I was still streaming.
Woo!